Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
You had me on my toes there.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
You insist?
Ready to work?
Just give me a target.
All right then.
How's it going, boss? This should be interesting. Sometimes, I even impress myself. All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky. If you find more coil, send it my way. Don't forget to write.
Can never be too strong, right, Hunter? Always heard that I have too much energy.
That is a compliment.
Depends on who's saying it. Used to hearing that I'm too powerful. I need to pull my punches.
That seems counterintuitive in battle.
I think it's because I intimidate the inferior. The most boring conversations are about who is more powerful. What do you think about that?
A show of strength can avert bloodshed.
For me, it's about knowing I can stand up in any fight. It's not about going binary or anything like that, although binary is fun. Real power is standing back up after getting knocked down.
That is an inspiring notion.
Resilience in the face of adversity, baby. That's what I respect about you, Hunter. You're not afraid of your strength, and you fight to win in every battle.
Caretaker and Agatha shaped me that way.
If they did a good job, we all just might stop this apocalypse. And I'm betting they did.
Great news, Parker. Got my hands on an authentic KGB report from the Cold War about a raid on a Simkarian medical lab.
Great. Why are you so excited?
Because the lab was built on the order of, you guessed it, Dracula. The report details creepy medical experiments, which were, drumroll please, his earliest attempts to create new breed vampires.
Wow. I didn't know you read Russian.
I don't. All right, the report is an authentic translation. But still, it's huge.
So, it's a translated document from the Cold War?
No, it's digital scans of a recent translation. Can you just let me have this for once?
Sorry, Eddie. Let's look at the report together. We'll see what else we can learn.
Yeah?
You're the reporter, and this is your story. I'll follow your lead.
Never surrender! Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
That won't take long. Look to the skies.
That must have taken practice.
I am impressed.
The forces of nature conspire.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Prepare. Brace yourself. I will deliver you from the trap.
Hydra Immortalis! Our allies come for us!
Everything appears to be going according to plan.
You had your chance. Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
The end comes for us all eventually.
Not looking good for you.
I feel stronger already. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Kiss it goodbye.
Now that was something.
We will never forsake her.
Looks like they have help. They do not seem to be a match for us.
Face your end!
Leave some for the rest of us.
This is what you came for! And still, my power grows.
You are too weak for this fight.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub.
Caretaker could have at least left me a chair. Back again. Later.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
How's it going, boss? Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Farewell.
My bruises are already healed. Yours? We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I have seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
That does not sound good at all.
What, the claws popping out? That's been happening ever since I could grow a beard. The adamantium came much later.
Someone had to coat them.
Bingo. Now that hurt. Doctor fused the material all over my skeleton, made my claws into weapons, turned me into something less human.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Well, they got what they deserved, and now I've got shiny bones. Gotta see the silver lining. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated them.
I was hoping we could get to know each other.
Of course. I am available to answer any questions.
So you're an open book, huh? You don't find it hard opening up to people.
I enjoy satisfying the curiosity of my friends.
That's very generous of you.
You do not share yourself?
I do. But there are some things that need to be kept close to the chest.
May I ask you a question now?
By all means.
Your powers are unlike anything I have ever seen. It is incredible. Was it difficult honing them?
You flatter me. I've learned to control my powers, just like our colleagues in the Abbey. While my abilities are impressive, they can be strenuous.
How so?
Apologies, Hunter. That is something I'd like to keep to myself.
We are still establishing boundaries. There is no need to tell me right away.
Thank you for respecting them. Answers will come in due time.
Lucky for us, I'm not going anywhere.
I sure hope not, prophecy killer. I think that's enough for now. Your patience will be rewarded, Hunter. Just not today. I think Dahlia might be hiding with the Morlocks.
The Morlocks?
Mutants who live in the tunnels beneath the city, and who stay away from the X-Men. There's a homeless encampment by an entrance to the Morlock tunnels. Vampires have attacked it 3 times this week.
That cannot be a coincidence. Do you think the vampires are hunting this child?
I don't know. The city's most vulnerable population is being erased, mutants and humans alike, disappearing from shelters, off the streets.
The vampires go after anyone the world would not miss.
Or even notice.
Until now.
Portal.
Save everyone you can, and keep your eyes open for Dahlia.
I am looking.
Me too. I just don't like what I see. Everything appears to be going according to plan. Now it's the city's unhoused population. These depraved creatures have no shame.
They do not seem to feel anything at all. Only their hunger drives them.
And yet they're still on the trail of Dahlia, with these people caught in their wake.
Then you're in the right place. At the very least, you can deny the vampires their next meal.
You are too weak for this fight. Your fate! Your mother abandons you.
Brace yourself! Are you prepared?
see a pattern here?
Even in a city as renowned as New York, these people have still been left behind.
The lack of empathy is not unique to this city, or this time. Society often turns its back on those who are different.
And those with unusual abilities are even more likely to be shunned.
Yes, we've all felt it in one way or another. Maybe it doesn't have to be that way for Dahlia.
I'm gonna rip you a new one.
Feel my call.
Not looking good for you.
I am impressed.
I will deliver you from her grasp.
Leave some for the rest of us.
You attached to that face?
We are being watched.
Let them watch. Give them no cause to fear us.
Shh, it's all right. You'll be as good as new.
Dahlia?
Aurora? What are you doing here?
I tried to find you at the orphanage, but...
But what?
It seemed you were in distress. I wanted to help.
I'm not the one who needs help. Look around you. I can do more here than wearing a fancy yellow suit. The Morlocks took me in. They just welcomed me into their family. But now someone is trying to tear our family apart.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not. You say you're all about protecting mutants, but it's only the ones who live in that mansion. You don't even see people like us.
That's not true.
What happened here?
We were attacked by creatures. We don't know what they are or what they want. Most of us fled after the last attack. Some are too wounded to move. I just need more time to heal them.
What can we do?
You really want to help? Stop those things from killing my family.
These vampires are truly stockpiling victims. There's something much greater at work here.
As if their torment of these people was not enough.
It is never enough. There always seems to be a darker purpose waiting to reveal itself.
At least it keeps us busy.
Looks like you could use it.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Just what I need. It's about time. Now it's my turn. Let's dance. Dibs on the ugly one. Too easy. That looked like it hurt. You ain't good enough for me.
My purpose is we will not fall that easily.
Try that.
The mother protects us.
Looks like they have help. These Morlocks, they live here, beneath the city? Why have I not seen them before?
These sewers have been home to all kinds.
And much like their counterparts on the surface, many people do not want to see them.
The modern world continues to surprise me. I had expected. Now that was something. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
They are
The end comes for us all eventually. I call to the elements. You really shouldn't have.
They will kneel.
More of them are joining the fight.
We must find these other victims Dahlia mentioned. Who knows what suffering they have experienced at the hands of these vampires? It never is.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother.
Now is our chance!
We should try that more often.
I'm sure the Morlocks will be grateful, in their own quiet way.
Dahlia! It's over. You're safe.
Thank you, Aurora. And the rest of you. We're not used to people looking out for us.
Is there anything else we can do?
No, we'll be all right. I've healed the others. We'll move where they can't find us.
Dahlia, you don't have to be alone. The X-Men would welcome you.
Thanks, but I'm not alone. And I can't abandon my family for yours.
All right. And if you ever need me...
You'll be the first we call.
Goddess be with you. All of you.
Hunter, I have a favor to ask.
What do you need?
Storm seems... off. I haven't seen her like this before. Can you speak with her?
Of course, but why me?
You both know what it means to lead. She sees you as a peer, whereas I will always be her student. You may be able to reach her in a way I cannot.
All right. I will seek her out.
Thank you. Oh, and don't tell her I asked you to do this.
Every city has unsavory folks, but the people there are truly kind. You were right about the Abbey being special. It's beautiful out here.
I like to come here when I am feeling down.
Subtlety is not your strong suit. You want to ask about Dahlia, yes?
Dahlia believes you only care about the X-Men who choose to join. Her words hurt you.
Not exactly, but they've left me to wonder. And the act of self-reflection is often uncomfortable.
I do not follow.
Her comment has caused me to think about how I treat my students. I don't think I choose favorites, but what if I do without realizing it? Regardless, I'm relieved to see her safe and happy with her found family. I'll keep worrying about her until the vampires are taken care of.
I relate. The Midnight Suns are my family, and I share the same concerns over their safety.
That almost sounds silly, worrying about people with powers. But I appreciate your words. It feels good to know I am not alone.
I think the fear is natural. Having abilities puts targets on our backs.
That is a good point.
Just because we are strong does not mean we are invincible.
Where were you when I was a teenager? That's what leadership is. Knowing when to step in and when to respect boundaries.
How do you know?
They'll straight up tell you. Or you'll just feel it.
Sounds complicated.
It gets easier with time. Thank you for coming to check on me, Hunter. Leaders often have to take these burdens on by themselves.
I am not a leader.
Oh, please. I call it like I see it. Is there anything else?
How did you meet Dahlia?
I learned of her through the X-Men. Once mutants hit a certain age, their powers manifest. I went to offer Dahlia a place at Xavier's school, but she turned me away.
Was that the only time you approached her?
No. The second time I tried, the orphanage told me she had run away. I'm thankful she found companionship among the Morlocks.
I have never heard of a Morlock before.
Morlocks are mutants who are visually distinct. I'm hesitant to call them different, but they avoid the X-Men.
Different?
Some Morlocks may have a gelatinous body, while others have horns growing from their head. Again, visually distinct.
Do you think the Vampyres are after Dahlia or the Morlocks?
It's hard to say. I do not know what they would want with either of them.
Dahlia and the Morlocks are both mutants. Maybe the answer lies there.
It's possible there's a connection there. I'd rather destroy the Vampyres before we find out for certain.
No, that was all.
Of course.
Don't tell Storm, but I understand where Dahlia is coming from. How did it go? Is she all right?
We talked. I think I was able to lift her spirits.
That is a relief.
It is sweet that you care for her.
Yes, yes. My heart of ice can melt on occasion.
We may have helped Dahlia with the vampire situation, but it's only temporary.
Anything else on your mind?
What can you tell me about the Morlocks?
I know mostly what you do. They're mutants who live beneath the streets of New York. I read through their shield file. For the most part, they're harmless.
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have a file on harmless mutants?
Groups of unknown mutants who live off the grid is a thorny subject in this country. I don't like it either, but until that changes, S.H.I.E.L.D. will keep tabs on them.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
No one ever thinks about the Morlocks. Good to see you getting all buddy-buddy with Storm.
How did you know I was just with her?
I can, smell her on you.
Are you very familiar with her scent?
We were close.
Let me guess. You will not elaborate.
Nope.
What do you know about the Morlocks?
Morlocks aren't bad, you know.
Well, who says they are?
Society, mostly. Just because they can't pass as normal doesn't mean they deserve to be living in the sewers.
Could they join the X-Men?
They could. But the Morlocks don't trust us. Can't blame them. They don't trust anyone.
Good to see you.